Good morning, Plato Academy Tampa families and students and teachers. Today is Friday, April 24th. The year is 2020. If this was a normal Friday, April 24th, if we were in school, this would have been a monthly assembly happening right about now, where I'd be recognizing and celebrating all our great students' behavior for the month of April. Especially in light of the fact that they were practicing and thinking about and discussing the concept of self-motivation, doing things without having to be told to do them. I'm sure parents would really love to promote that at homes right now. I'm getting a lot of great feedback from people. I really appreciate the emails from parents. Yesterday, there were a lot of grateful parents, and even though today is a very gray day outside, it's rainy, the storms rolled in this morning. We have a lot to be grateful for. So today is a grateful day as well. It is Friday, and we have so many things to be grateful for, one of which are my parents, especially the ones who reach out and keep me in touch and let me know how things are going at home. I want to remind you all that we have many ways of communicating here. You can contact me through my email, which is principaltampa@platoacademy.net. You can call the school and your voicemail goes right into my email box. And I'll be checking email, of course, all day long. And you can also reach out on the closed PTO Facebook page for the school, and that's a great place. I do keep track of that. Some parents also reach out to me through Dojo. That's a possibility, and you can reach out if you're not comfortable doing that. Then ask your child's teacher. If reach out to them, and if they can't help you with something or give you the advice you need, you can ask them to reach out to me. I also want to point out Teacher Appreciation Week is coming up. This has been asked a couple of times. It's coming up May 5th through the 11th, and I just want to say that we really do have an amazing group of teachers at our school, and I'm incredibly grateful to work with them. I know that they are all 100% dedicated to your children, and I know you are too, and that's why today's message, I really want to focus on the idea of being, to be clever, we're going to call you ninja parents at virtual learning, especially when things get tough. Yesterday in my message, I reminded parents and students how important it is to rely on teachers to help students through difficult moments. Remember, teachers went to school for this. They've chosen it as their calling. They're highly trained. They go through continuing education. They're licensed by the state. This is their career, their profession, and they're really good at it, especially our teachers. But Plato is a collaborative effort between the school, home, and the community, and so I, of course, want to give parents some support here while we are doing the virtual learning. I think the first ingredient of being a really good teacher, the most challenging hurdle most teachers face, parents already have the inside track and they're experts at, and that is continuously and constantly caring about your children and wanting what's best for them. And I think you've got the most important job requirement of being a great virtual learning support at home. It's that you really care about your children. However, there are some tricks of the trade that teachers have. You hear stories about the eyes in the back of the head, but teachers don't actually have eyes in the back of their head. But there are a few tricks that they have up their sleeve. And that's, teachers have to be really good at managing, 18 to 22 different children's behaviors, and they've got to think about every child's learning style, what their interests are, what their abilities are, and all in a way that's positive and enthusiastic and nurturing. And there's a lot of science to it, and there's also some art to it. And our teachers are excellent at applying research-based methods that improve student motivation and help the kids stay on track and excited about what they're doing. A big portion of teaching is redirecting students when they are off task, when they're not doing what you need them to do. And so I'm just going to share with you a few tricks that hopefully help you to become a ninja in the virtual learning environment. First and foremost, less emotion and fewer words can really help to redirect a student. So one of the tricks teachers do is they use hand signals. So, sometimes you can just, without raising your voice, without getting upset, without saying a whole lot, you can tap your watch, you can put your ear and make sure that they're listening to their teacher. You don't need to redirect them in the middle of a Google Hangouts lesson with words. You can just kind of give them visual cues and different, body language gestures that help them to get redirected. Sometimes you can just walk in the room. Teachers often will just walk and stand near a child who may be off task or may need support, and just being physically close sometimes helps out. The other trick is a good one. Instead of being negative in your comments to your child and saying, put that away, or get in line, get that off your desk, or stop goofing around, you can frame things as questions. You can ask them, what should we do with this project? Or how would you be, what's the best way to answer this question? Or what should you be doing right now, in a nice, nurturing way? We firmly believe at Plato Tampa that children thrive when they're in an environment of praise and love. That's what's going to build their strengths. So we really encourage you to praise specific behaviors. Rather than just saying good job, or I'm proud of you, or nice work, try and be very specific in your praise. So if someone did a good job of logging onto their Google Hangout or completing an assignment without being told what to do, try and find something within that work that they had done that you're proud of. So a very simple thing would be, I'm glad you're capitalizing letters at the beginning of sentences, or you wrote very neatly for that poetry assignment, or you were very creative when you worked on that art project. I like the way you use those colors. Children respond to the praise and they remember that, and it's like fuel. It encourages them to keep doing a good job. So those are just a few tricks that may be of help. I hope you think about them. I'll have them bulleted in the Griffin Gist. I just want to kind of finish the week. We have so much to be grateful for. It was a 5-day week. People worked really hard. But we have a lot to be grateful for. And one of those things I was thinking this morning is, we have a lot more one-on-one time with our children. And it can be vexing, but it's really a blessing. And I hope that you all find those moments that give you joy and satisfaction. Even though it's a gray day out there, the rain's ending the drought. And I have to mention that we're really excited to have Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski coming to the Bucks. We have something to root for this year. So go Bucks. And I hope you all have a great weekend. Do your best. Never give up. And go Griffins.